Hello everyone, I'm Ridwan Ibrahim and I welcome you to another episode of Staad Pro. In this episode, we will continue with RAM connection for the steel structure. And for today, we will be designing a connection for a column, beam and a brace. Alright, okay, so let's begin. Originally, you will be in the model tab. You just need to come to the RAM connection tab. You'll be able to come to the RAM connection tab if you've actually analyzed and designed this particular structure. So if you don't know how you can do that, you can just check our previous videos on the analysis and design of steel structures. Alright, then if that's the case, I can close that. Now I want to design a connection for this column, for this beam and for this brace. Now let me select them and then I can assign the support. Now select the column, select the beam and select the brace. You can select them in any order. It does not need to be the order at which I've selected mine. Then I can go to Gusset connection. Then the first one you can see that is Gusset split column beam brace. So this is what we need. It will be a Gusset split connection and then you can see it includes the column, beam and the brace. So I'll pick this particular one. Then I can forward all of this. Then just click on OK. Now you can see it has been connected, but the status is warning. Alright, so you can close that and let's fix what is wrong. Double click on that particular connection and then let's maximize. Now here is what we have. You can see the status is yellow, which we have to make it to be green. Green means okay. Now what I can do is actually I do not want a angle bar for this connection. This connection we have here, you can see this is angle bar. If you see the angle bar, look at the bolts. The bolt is actually not bolting the column at all. The bolt is supposed to be bolted on the column, so there can be a connection between this beam and the column. But if you look at this, there is no connection between the column at all. So definitely you should be expecting this kind of status you are seeing. Okay. However, I don't even want a angle. I just want to be a fin plate. Alright, so even at the bottom here, I want it to be directly welded. I mean the gussets. I want the gusset to be directly welded to the column. Can I do that? Of course I can. So you just come to your tab over here and then you have the right beam. Look at this. This is the right beam. Alright, you have your right beam. Let's assume you can go to actual member. Let's assume you want to have another beam at the left. You just click on yes for the left beam. Okay, and then you see you have the left beam. Then you can definitely edit the section because the section is too big. You can work with the section, but I don't even need a beam there. So just come to the right beam and then the section is good enough. I'm not copying anything. I just need to work with the connection, which is the beam to column connection. Now you will see that the connection here is angle, so I'm going to change it from angle and I'll change it to a single plate, which is a fin plate, right? So change it to a single plate. Now you can see that has been changed, right? That has been changed. However, this is not making sense. You can see what we have here. You will see that it is extending outward, so that is not good enough. Now let's try to make adjustments to that. So click on it again, the beam to column connection, and then let's see the single plate. The thickness is 6.35. I don't have problem with the thickness. Then NR, that is the number of bolts in a row. NC, that is the number of bolts in a column. So how many rows do we have? We have 3 columns, obviously. Sorry, 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, and we have 1 column. So this is good enough. Then the gauge transverse distance, the center to center distance between the bolts. Let me just change it to 50. Let me change it to 50 mm. The distance between the bolts, that's what I'm talking about. Now you can see the bolts are now they are now closer. Now also the bolt is very far away from the column, so let me make it more closer. So you can go to, you can see this, you can see distance between weld and bolt. So let me make the distance to be 50 so that the bolt can get closer to the weld. Now you can see it is now closer. Alright, so I think this is good enough, and if it is not good enough, we can always come back to check. All right, so let's move from there, and then we can come to the bottom one where we have the right brace. So I want the gusset to be directly weighted. Let me go to the lower right brace. You can see the lower right brace, and then you can check here. You see gusset to brace. I don't have any problem with that. The gusset to brace, I want it to be like this. The problem I have is the gusset to column. So let me see gusset to column. I also have angle bar. You can see gusset to column. So I'll change it from angle bar. I will change to directly weighted, so that it can be directly weighted. Now, do you see the difference? You can see that it has been directly weighted to the column. Yeah, so this is exactly what I want. I think the gusset, the thickness is too much, so let me click on the gusset. This is 19 point whatever. Let me just change it to 12.5. Okay, so the thickness has been reduced. Let me even change it to 10 mm. But we still have warning. So let's confirm what is still wrong. Go to results, and then let's scroll down. Okay, yeah, we have two things that are wrong here. You can see this one and then this one. So first of all, let's confirm what that is. You can see that is right beam interface and column. So that is the interface between the beam and the column. That is the beam column connection. All right, and what we have as the connection is a fin plate. You can see the shear plates. Now it says the problem we have. You can see this one is cancelled. So it says we have problem with the length. What is the length we used? We used a length of 201.60. The minimum value we are supposed to have is 87, and the maximum value we are supposed to have is 175.3. Look at this. The maximum value we are supposed to have is 175.3, and look at the value we have. It is quite higher than the maximum. So it means we have to reduce the length so that it can satisfy this. We also have another problem here, but I will come back to that later. So let's fix this first. The length. Close that, and then you can go back to the column brace, the column beam connection. So you can see the right beam connection. This is the beam to column connection. Now the plate, I want to fix the length. So for me to fix the length, what I will just need to do, I'll work with the edge distance. The edge distance. So you can see the vertical edge distance here. This vertical edge distance I have 50.8. Let me change it to, let's say, 40. Now let's see. Do you see any difference? Well, I can see a difference, but maybe it is not obvious. Let's try to change it to 30. Okay, then I think you should see a very clear difference now. You can see that it is now different. Okay, so I think the 30 should be good enough. You can see the length has been reduced. Let's go check it now. Then we should be having one more error. Okay, so let's go check that. Right, you can see now that it is passing. Look at the length. What we have now is 160. Before it was 201 point something. Now it is 160. The maximum is 175, so it is still within the range. So it has the status is a green. It's okay. Then we still have this that we have to deal with. What is this? This is the vertical center to center spacing, which we also call pitch. Now the value we have is 50, whereas the minimum I can have is 50.8. So if I add 0.8 to this, it will pass. Okay, and the maximum I can have is 129. So let me just say the distance is 50.8, or let me say 55. Okay, let me go back to the spacing. Alright, so this is single plate. Now you can see it over here. This is a gauge transverse center to center spacing. It is 50. Let me change it to 55. Okay, so this is 55. Now if you check the status, we can now have green. All right, we can have green now that everything has been corrected. You can see that we have the green status, which tells us that it is okay. So this is very perfect. All right, so this is how you can do that. Let me just save that. Right, and then let me see the DXF view. So this is the DXF view. You can see all of the connections. So this is what we have. You can see this is directly weighted, and here we have the brace that's bolted, and then we have the fin plate that is also bolted. All right. Okay, so let me see other views. All right, this is the view for the brace, for the angle brace. All right, and then let's see the other view here. This is for the connect. This is for the gusset. That is the gusset to the beam connection. Also, this is for the gusset to column connection. You can see where you have the wet, and then this is the we have more details of the fin plates. You can see this is the top view where you can see the kind of bolt we have, and then you can see the lateral view, and then you can see the frontal view. So this is all you have to do. You can export this to PDF actually. So if that is okay, you can just close. Make sure it is saved, then you can close. So this is how you can work with that kind of connection. So if you find this video useful, kindly give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly give my channel a subscription. Thanks for watching.